Locker Room, presented by Gigahertz. And we'll get more to it in just a little bit right here on the Afternoon Locker Room. The Arena Sports Network.
If you are Northwest Indiana or near Michigan City, but Ford, Hobart, Burns Harbor, Valparaiso, Chesterton, South Bend, or Portage, there is no comparison to the other dealers around town to Sowers Ford Lincoln in Michigan City. Get the best price on Ford trucks, Focus, F-150, Explorer, Escape, and Lincoln MKS, MKT, and more, as well as Fiesta, Fusion, Taurus, and Mustang. We welcome you to Sowers Ford Lincoln dealership in Michigan City, Northwest Indiana's newest Ford Lincoln dealer. We place the highest emphasis on our customers. We offer new and used Ford and Lincoln vehicles, parts, service, and used cars, including Focus, Fiesta, and more. For more information, drop by 3930 Franklin in Michigan City, Indiana, or visit them online at sowersauto.com. Sowers Ford Lincoln, Northwest Indiana's newest Ford Lincoln dealer.
We're back here on the Afternoon Locker Room, presented by Gigahertz, and that's where we come in. Special noontime edition here on the program. I'm Alvin Washington. Glad you could come along. Give us a ring, 573-200-6505. Tweet us at Arena Sportsnet or at ASN Plus. Use the hashtag Afternoon Locker Room, and of course there is the funky, fabulous Afternoon Locker Room Facebook page. We would love to hear from you, everybody. Now then, time to move to the hot stove. And it has been hot this year, especially if you are the Chicago Cubs. The signing of John Lester has awakened everybody at the winter meetings in San Diego. Just yesterday, the Washington Nationals moved to give Bryce Harper a 3-year extension because that was about to go to arbitration. So they lock up their young star who has helped them to 2 playoff appearances, including a divisional title last time around. The New York Yankees are set to re-sign their left-handed star Chris Capuano. Sources confirm the contract will be 1 year for $5 million. Speaking of nice contracts for pitchers, former Blue Jay pitcher Brandon Morrow is about to head to San Diego. 1 year, $2.5 million is the number on that one. More Yankee dealing. Third baseman Chase Headley has a 4-year deal on the table. Now, how was that significant? Well, you have to remember, Alex Rodriguez, also a third baseman with the Yankees, is coming back. Of course, you've seen all the interesting workout tapes that he has been doing to show manager Joe Girardi, hey, I'm working out. I'm making sure I'm doing my job. Although I don't think you really needed to do that, but, that's just me. So Headley may be the safety valve that the Yankees are having over there at the hot corner. The American League champion Kansas City Royals have snagged another outfielder. Alex Rios is confirmed for a 1-year, $11 million contract. Now, this might be to shore up the spot that was vacated by Billy Butler, who left. How significant is this, by the way? Alex Rios played with the Chicago White Sox in the same division as the Royals are. The 33-year-old Rios is a .278 hitter for his career, 165 home runs in 11 big league seasons with the Toronto Blue Jays, the White Sox, and Texas. He actually was with the Rangers last year, but only had 4 home runs and 54 RBIs in 131 games. Norichika Aoki is in free agency, and he has yet to sign up. So Alex Rios joins that one spot in the mix. I mentioned Billy Butler. He's now in Oakland. He's sitting on a 3-year, $30 million deal that he signed with them just after the World Series had ended. So the Kansas City Royals are looking to bolster themselves for another run at the American League pennant. The Dodgers, who earlier during the winter meetings dealt away, of all people, Matt Kemp, now are bringing in a left-hander that has potentially some promise. Brett Anderson has agreed to a $10 million deal for the next year. $4 million of that is going to be in incentives. Anderson went 1-3 last year with a 2.91 ERA at Colorado, who declined his $12 million option. Unfortunately for the 26-year-old, he's had finger and back problems. Anderson comes to the team 27-32 with a 3.73 ERA. Before going to the Rockies last year, he had spent 5 seasons with Oakland. So hopefully for young Mr. Anderson, he can help the Dodgers get back to the playoffs one more time. The Houston Astros reach an agreement with shortstop Jed Lowry. It is a 3-year contract announced by General Manager Jeff Luhnow this past Monday. Bud Selig is retiring from Major League Baseball at the end of the calendar year. His old Milwaukee Brewers are going to be honoring him with an interactive exhibit at Miller Park, which will be open starting next year. Now, that's interesting. I'm wondering if steroids are going to be a part of that presentation. I would just like to see what that's about. Because I must say, the last few years of Bud Selig's tenure have been quite interesting. Let's see. A full season ejection for steroids. A still evolving drug testing procedure that now includes human growth hormone. Yet they still haven't been able to pin anything on Barry Bonds. You know what me thinks? Me thinks Barry Bonds knew exactly what he was doing. He's just not telling you about it. Hey, that's his right, too. To be quite honest. But hey, what do I know? You're listening to the Afternoon Locker Room presented by Gigahertz. This portion brought to you by Sowers Ford, Lincoln Mercury in Michigan City, home of Northwest Indiana's newest Ford Lincoln Mercury dealer. 573-200-6505, 573-200-6505. That's the number to get to yours truly. Let's talk sports as we continue with the hot stove of the Major League Baseball winter meetings. Interesting lawsuit that has come about. Former New York Yankees catcher Jorge Posada and his wife Laura are looking to recoup some $11.2 million in lost earnings because of, they claim, egregious and lawful actions by their ex-financial advisors. Now, according to a lawsuit in Miami and retrieved by ESPNNewYork.com, the two sides may never make it to court because they are closing in on a settlement, according to the lawyer for the defendants, Juan Carlos Golar and Anthony Fernandez. The parties have agreed to a settlement in principle. This is according to attorney Gus Lamelas. Commented to the New York Daily News that the two sides were nearing an agreement. The Posada's lawyer, Barry Lax, took issue with that public statement on what Lax viewed as a private matter, saying to ESPN New York, quote, "It is inappropriate for their lawyer to go on the record to describe any settlement discussions, if there are any or not." Gets interesting. Jose Contreras, the former Cuban standout to pitch part of 11 seasons in the big leagues, has also filed a suit against Cuellar and Fernandez. Now, in his case, the lawyers have already informed the judge that the settlement has been agreed, but not yet officially signed. Now, according to BaseballReference.com, Posada's career earnings put him at $117 million, where Contreras was up to about $67.5 million. Now, the Posadas themselves claim they deserve, quote, no less than $11.2 million in damages done by Cuellar and Fernandez. In the suit, the Posadas say they were duped by the defendants who took advantage of the fact that the Posadas had no background in business or investing. Let me stop right there, because this is something that I think every athlete going into college, even if it's one or two classes, there should be a mandatory class for any NCAA student athlete to take some kind of investment or financial literacy class in college. Because I guarantee you, the moment you turn pro, everybody and anybody is out to get you. No, I'm not talking about the franchises that want to pick you up for playing on their teams. I'm talking about these financial advisors that want to steer you into basically money pits. Why? Because, we've got such and such a star athlete here. We've got this such a star athlete here. And they swear by what we do. Every athlete going to college, no matter what level it is, should be mandated to take a financial literacy or investment course so that they know for themselves exactly how this game is played. Because I'm telling you, there are too many stories out there of former athletes that, unfortunately, their fortunes are gone because they trusted someone they thought had their best financial interests at heart, when in fact they didn't. It's disheartening to see, but I hate to say it. Folk are out there to make a quick buck off of people just because they can. And when you understand that finally, life's going to be a little bit easier for those of you who are looking to get to the next level. It's one thing to get to the next level. It's another thing to have the wherewithal to stay up there and be able to thrive at the next level. And not just on your skill either. You know, you have to have a financial foundation. You're an adult now. Act like one. Home stretch coming up with big-time women's college basketball joining the protests. This is the Afternoon Locker Room on the Arena Sports Network.
At Stratton Van we think differently about groceries. We always have. So what does that mean? It means better, fresher, focused on you. Your neighborhood store that gives you more. It's quality, selection, the variety you want. Choice meats, deli, bakery, your one-stop shop. Everyone on your list and all for less. With the savings you deserve and unbeatable service, that's different. That's built around you, and that's your